In some of the previous videos, we've talked about how to create new content in OU Campus using templates. Sometimes, however, you may not need to create a new web page. Perhaps you want to upload some images or a PDF into your site instead. Today, we'll be showing you how to upload those types of files, which we called binaries or binary files, into OU Campus, as well as sharing some best practices. There are several different ways in which you can upload binaries into OU Campus, but we'll start with the most common, which is uploading into a folder from the Pages List view. Here at the root of the site in the Pages List view, we obviously have quite a few folders to choose from when it comes to uploading our files. Each institution will probably have a slightly different method of organizing their binary files, but it's common for there to be an images folder at the root, where all images for the entire site are stored. In this case, it looks like I don't have an images folder at the root yet, so I'll take this time to make one. To make my new empty folder, I'll need to click the New button and then select the Create New Folder option. Note that this option will produce a significantly different result than if I used the New Section template in this dialog box. Once I click Create New Folder, I'm prompted to enter in a name for the folder, and when I do that, I'll make sure to give it a web-friendly name without capitals or any weird characters. Images in all lowercase will be fine for this. Now that I have this empty folder, I'm going to enter it and click the Upload button. To do a simple upload, I'd leave Upload Files selected and click the Add button to add files. After I've selected a few files to upload, I'll hit OK. If I wanted to, I could have dragged and dropped the files from my hard drive right into this dialog box to achieve the same effect. Before I finish this upload, I can set the access settings for these files so I can control who can edit it, check them out, publish them, or delete them. I can also choose to rename files or remove them from the queue before I upload them. Clicking Upload will upload the files into the directory I'm currently viewing in the Pages List view. As with any newly created file in OU Campus, uploading files only adds them to the staging server. To be visible on the live website, whether through a link or being placed on a page, the files need to be published to the production server, so let me do that right now. Now, before, when I uploaded files, I did use the Upload button. I can also drag and drop files from my local desktop, or hard drive, into the Pages List view. This will upload the file into the folder that I'm viewing currently. Alright, so now we have some files uploaded into OU Campus, and I've also published them. That means I'm also ready to go into a page and add them to an editable region. So let's navigate to a page and enter an editable region. While I could just add those images I've already uploaded, I want to show another way that you can upload files into OU Campus. After I've made a little space to place an image, I'm going to go ahead and click Insert Edit Image and then browse for a file. Let me navigate to that images folder that we made a second ago. Now I'm going to click that Upload button we see in the dialog. This will allow us to upload an image into the directory we're currently viewing in the file chooser, all without leaving the page. We've already gone and done a simple upload, so I don't think we need to show that again. What I'll show this time is the Upload and Edit feature, which will allow me to perform some simple edits to an image before I upload it into the system. After I click Upload and Edit, I'll select the file I want to upload just like I did before, and once I do that, I'll click Start Upload. Then, I'm taken to OU Campus's built-in image editor, where I can make simple changes to the image. The image I uploaded is pretty large, so perhaps I want to scale it down to a resolution that makes more sense for the web. I can adjust that through the Resize panel. I can also crop or rotate my image, which I think I won't need to do for this image. But after I'm done with my edits, I'll click Upload in the bottom right of the screen, and then I'll get to choose what to name it before I upload it, so in this case I can make sure that I'm making the file name shorter and more web-friendly. Then, after the image is saved, I'm taken right back to the Select Image dialog box with my newly uploaded image pre-selected. Now, I can fill out the rest of the fields like normal, and then click Insert to add my image. Now, when I click Save and Exit, you'll notice that the image doesn't appear as we'd expect it to when we preview the page. That's okay. What's happening is that the page preview looks at the production server to pull in images on the page. Since we just uploaded the image, but haven't published it yet, OU Campus thinks it doesn't exist, which in reality, we actually just need to publish it. So, let's go ahead and publish our page by clicking Publish, and now we see this checkbox called Include Unpublished Dependencies. OU Campus realizes that the file or files, in this case our image, is on staging but doesn't have a copy on production yet. This checkbox means that when we publish the page, the unpublished file will be published at the same time. Make sure that this is checked, otherwise you'll have a broken image or link on your live page. So now I'll click Publish, and then I'll view the page in a new window. Voila! As we can see, the image shows up just fine, so we know that Include Unpublished Dependencies worked. I know that all the examples that we've mentioned today so far have focused on images, but remember that everything we've done here, with the exception of using the image editor, applies to all binary files. This includes Word and Excel documents, PDFs, audio files, videos, and more. To recap the basic steps, you'll want to first make sure that there's an empty folder into which your binary files will be uploaded. Then, click the Upload button in the Pages list view, and choose the files you want to upload into your new folder. Rename them if necessary, and then click Upload. Alternatively, drag and drop files from your hard drive right into the Pages list view, and OU Campus will upload them automatically. Next, make sure your files are published so they're visible on production. If you're uploading files while you're editing a page, there are different steps that you can take. First, click either Insert Image or Insert Link, depending on the kind of file that you want to upload. Then, browse for the file, and then in the Select File dialog box, click Upload. Follow the instructions to upload your file, and then add it to your page. Finally, when you publish the page in this case, make sure that Include Unpublished Dependencies is checked. Publish your page, and the binary file will be published as well. Happy uploading, everyone!